Don't forget to check out the new Felting the Kino Casino song. Available now on YouTube. Do not forget to take a stop on by the Felting the Kino Casino new song out now in theaters near you. I am eating pizza for breakfast. But I am here to remind you that the gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel has a new release from a band that you might have heard of before. And if you have not heard of this band before, I'm sure once you hear their new release on the Gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel, the band in question being the Felting the Kino Casino band, I'm sure once you hear the new release on the Gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel from the Felting the Kino Casino band, they're going to be on your playlist from now on. I'm sure you're going to listen to it on repeat, and I'm sure it's going to be it is going to top the charts this season. All right? As a record label executive, as a guy who supplanted Music Biz Marty and defeated the internet, I know a thing or two about the music business. All right, as the guy that rid the world of the demiurge named Music Biz Marty and defeated the internet. Someone had to do it. Someone had to defeat the internet. I mean, we all know King Von was a demon and that someone had to defeat the internet. And that guy happened to be me and not you. Okay, you happen to love the internet. I happen to have defeated the internet. You know, it's awkward for you. It's more awkward for you than it is for me. But I'm just here to tell you, as a guy that's in the music business, and as the guy that rid the world of the demiurge named Music Biz Marty, and also went on to defeat the internet as a whole after. As a guy that has led a successful crusade against the internet, I'm here to tell you what tunes are going to make it to your iPod playlist this weekend. All right, we got a chart-topping hit out on the Gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel from the Felting the Kino Casino band. And, you know, these guys are really talented. These guys at the Felting the Kino Casino band are really talented. I don't know about you, but I've had enough of songs in the key of CWC as a guy that's defeated the internet. as a guy that's defeated the internet, I've had it about up to here with songs in the key of CWC, and I got a chart-topping record that everyone's gonna want to hear. That's out now on the Gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel. And I have a feeling once you hear it, you're not going to be able to put it down. What are we? What are we celebrating? Are we celebrating the release of? Are we celebrating the wealth of talent that my record label has? Is that what we're celebrating? Now that I have rid the world of the demiurge named Music Biz Marty and have myself dip my toe into the music business, are we celebrating that I have a wealth of talent on roster at my record label? We're a cohesive unit. We're a band of thieves over here at my record label. Over here at my record label, which consists of a roster of highly talented, eccentric individuals. Okay, I have a roster of highly talented, eccentric musical geniuses at my record label. Now that I have rid the world of the demiurge named Music Biz Marty, restoring order to the realm, I then went on to defeat the internet as a whole after. But now that I have a wealth of talent on roster, such as the Felting the Keno Casino Band and the Bankrupt the Casino Band and Fran Burnham. You know, there's a lot of highly talented individuals at the gaming Legend Fran Man record label. I wouldn't expect you to understand what it's like to accumulate such talent under one umbrella. You know, just like you don't understand what it means when I tell you that I have the most VR boxing wins in the world. You don't understand what that means. And you don't understand what it means when I tell you that there's not one band, but many highly talented bands under the umbrella of the gaming Legend Fran Man record label on YouTube. You wouldn't understand what it means to have cultivated a roster of individuals that are going to shake up the music industry as a whole. All right, we're going to shake up the music industry as a whole here at the gaming Legend Fran Man record label. We're looking to redefine what it means to be a record label. We're here to change the global perception of what it means to be a record label. For many years, being in the music business and having a record label meant that you only have maybe 1, 2, legendary individuals under your umbrella. But here at the gaming Legend Fran Man record label, we're looking to cultivate an entire roster, a league. We're looking to make a league of legendary musicians over here at the gaming Legend Fran Man record label. Okay, we're looking to, don't tell me what to do. You're one comment away from being out of here forever, buddy. All right. I lead an empire of highly talented musicians, and I have the most VR boxing wins in the world. Not only are you not going to tell me what to do, you can go call someone else brother, because I'm not your brother. That's what you can do. You can go call someone else brother, buddy, because I'm not your brother, pal. I'm not your brother, guy. I'm not your brother, fella. We're not on the same team, bud. We're not on the same team, champ. We're not pals, guy. I got bad news for you, bud. We're not brothers, sport. We're not brothers, fella. We're not on the same team there, pal. So you don't know what it's like to cultivate a roster. You don't know what it's like to have such a wealth of talent under one umbrella, answering to you. You wouldn't understand. Just like you don't understand what it's like to have the most VR boxing wins in the world. You don't understand what it's like to rid the world of the demiurge named Music Biz Marty, and then to yourself dip your toe into the music industry. You don't know what it's like to have the creative minds at the Felting the Kino Casino band at your disposal, as well as the Bankrupt the Casino band at your disposal. You wouldn't know what it's like to have the Felting the Kino Casino band on roster. You wouldn't understand. You don't know what it's like to have a wealth of talent on call, and to basically have people begging to be a part of your escapades at the gaming Legend Fran Man record label. Here at the gaming Legend Fran Man record label, I have a long list of individuals that are knocking at the door, basically trying to beat the door down, in an attempt to get their project posted on the gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel. This is what I got to deal with now that I have rid the world of the demiurge named Music Biz Marty, and myself did my toe into the music business. Now that I've defeated the internet and the demiurge named Music Biz Marty, I myself have dipped my toe into the record label industry. And that's why you gotta swing on over to the Felting the Kino Casino release that has just recently dropped on the Gaming Legend Fran Man record label YouTube channel. At times like these, you need to stop thinking, and you kind of got to realize that I was right about everything. It's times like these that you got to take a step back and realize that I was right the entire time about Saint 10 and Vegan Patriot and IP2 and Blackout Andy and Jeffrey Epstein and the Republican Party and every presidential administration since 2016. I was right about that, and I was right about Music Biz Marty, and I defeated the internet, and I beat the internet at VR boxing. I beat the internet that tried to critique my phenotype and musculature and my nutrition, and tried to call into question my martial arts experience. I beat that internet at VR boxing. Okay, I beat the internet that attempted to unalive me because I refused to stop speaking on the internet. I defeated that internet. I told the Lee County sheriffs to go fuck themselves after they were complicit in an attempt on my life via the internet. I told the FBI to go fuck themselves after the FBI was complicit in an attempt to end my existence because the internet threatened to end my existence if I kept posting on the internet. And then I kept posting on the internet anyway, and then I survived their attempts to end my existence. And then I went to defeat the same internet that used the federal and local police to try to silence me forever in VR boxing, which is what I told the people who were threatening to end my existence was going to happen. And then I did it anyway. Even after they tried to end my existence. Oh, this is a good time to remind you. There's a new single out from the Felting the Keno Casino band here on the Gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel. There's a new Felting the Keno Casino song that's out now. It's going to shake up the music industry as a whole. Alright, it's going to raise a lot of eyebrows. It's going to tickle a lot of neural synapses. But more importantly, it's a reminder that the garbage truck that I just drove past on the side of the road is about to catch on fire. There was a lot of smoke for it not to be about to catch on fire. But anyway, this is a good time to remind you. The song that the Felting the Keno Casino band, the Felting the Keno Casino band's new single that is out now on the Gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel is about how it's a reminder that I defeated the demiurge and rid the world of the demiurge that is Music Biz Marty, and that I then went on to defeat the same internet that tried to critique my phenotype and my genetics and my musculature and my nutrition. I defeated that same internet in VR box to the tune of thousands and thousands. This is a reminder that the police that tried to tell me that I can't take care of myself can't beat me in boxing, or the legally sanctioned combat sport of boxing, which I will participate with in any member of the Lee County Sheriff's Department, and there's about 17 to 20,000 of them. I will compete against any of the Lee County Sheriff's Department or Federal Bureau of Investigations in the legally sanctioned combat sport of boxing on live stream for their complicity in an attempt to end my existence that was orchestrated by the internet. I repeat, I will compete against any member of the Lee County Sheriff's Department, and there's about 17 to 20,000 of them, or any member of the Federal Bureau of Investigations, if they will get their Mormon asses down here and compete against me in the legally sanctioned combat sport that is boxing on live stream. If any of the Mormon ass Federal Bureau of Investigation members want to come back on down here to Lee County, Florida, this time to compete against me in the legally sanctioned combat sport of boxing on live stream, I will compete against any single one of their Mormon and or Indian Pajit asses. if they come down here to Lee County, Florida, and box me on live stream. That's what the new single from the Felting the Keno Casino band is about. That is on the Gaming Legend Fran Man YouTube channel. That is out now. Y'all don't starch your denim. Alright? You have starchless denim. Your denim is starchless. You're out here with starchless denim. You don't even own a clothing iron. And I was right about Saint 10. Hold on. This is a good time to remind you that I was right about Saint 10. Hold on. Let me remind you again that I was right about Saint 10 for years, and you let Saint 10 tell you that my YouTube channel must not exist. I was right about Saint 10 the entire time. Hold on, let me take a second to say I told you so. Hold on, let me take a second to say that I told you so again. I was right about Saint 10 the entire time. The entire time I was right about Saint 10, and you pitchfork mob ass motherfuckers. You pitchfork mob ass peasants let Saint 10 tell you that I must not have a YouTube channel. That's what you let Saint 10 tell your gullible asses. When I was telling you the truth about Saint 10, I was telling you the truth about Saint 10, and you pitchfork mob ass motherfuckers listened to the fucking idiot that I was right about instead of me, as usual. So don't ask why you're on the losing side of everything. Never question why you're on the losing side of everything. You're on the losing side of everything because without fail, every time you back the wrong person. Without fail, every time you back the wrong people. Without fail, every time. I've never seen you in cahoots with the right people once. I'll never see you in cahoots with the right people. I'm going to be knocking on heaven's door, okay, without having seen you guys one time back the correct person in anything. In anything. In any single thing. I will be knocking on heaven's door, okay? Up there with the OGs in heaven, fucking watching you guys for the rest of existence fail to back the right person one single time. All right? This dust ball's gonna fucking pop and turn into space dust before I witness you guys back the right person one time. Let me take a second to say I told you so about Saint 10 again. Let me take a second to say that I told you so about Saint 10 again and remind you that I'm going to be up in heaven, okay, failing for the rest of existence to witness you guys back the right people, okay? I will be in heaven for eternity watching you guys not back the correct people. And every single time I'm going to go, I told you so. And then I'm going to tell you who the correct person to back is. And it's going to be the person that you go ahead and support anyway. I'm going to tell you who the wrong person to back is, and you guys are going to go ahead and support that person anyway, and then I'm going to go, I told you so. And then I'm going to tell you who the wrong person to support is again, and then you're going to back that person anyway, and then I'm going to go, I told you so. And this is going to happen for the rest of existence. This is going to happen for the rest of existence. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. For eternity, this will happen. And every single time I'll be correct, and every single time you'll be wrong, and every single time I'll tell you the correct choice to make, and every single time you'll do the exact opposite. It's going to be a 50-50 chance every time too. Every time, everything that I tell you, it's going to be a 50-50 chance, and I'm going to make it 100% chance. I'm going to make it a 100% chance for you every time by telling you what the correct choice is, and then you're going to choose the wrong choice anyway, and I'm going to go, told you so, told you so, and then I'm going to tell you the correct choice to make again, and then you're going to make the wrong choice again, and I'm going to go, I told you so, I told you so. And then I'm going to tell you the correct choice to make. And then it's going to be a 50-50 chance again. And then you're going to make the wrong choice. You're only going to have two options. I'm going to tell you the correct option to choose. And then you're going to choose the wrong option. And then I'm going to go, I told you so. And then there's going to be another thing where it's only two choices. And then I'm going to tell you the correct choice to make. And then you're going to make the opposite choice. And I'm going to go, I told you so. And this is going to happen for the rest of time. This is going to happen for the rest of time. And you're going to keep making the wrong choice anyway. You guys back to mess up another 50-50 choice? You guys back? Hold on. Are you guys on your way to fuck up another 50-50 right or wrong situation? You guys here to fumble that again? Are you guys on the way? Are you on the way to fuck up another 50-50 option when it comes to whether or not someone has a trustworthy character or not? That's the thing. It's like you guys are trying to call me socially inept, and you're over here fucking up 50-50 choices on whether or not someone's trustworthy. Like it's fucking you're over here.
Traffic laws. Be alert.
You're over here writing in literal.
In fact, most of the weapons have.
You're over here writing in literal government paperwork that's going to exist until the United States stops existing, trying to say, and I'm talking to the Lee County Sheriffs right now, the Lee County Sheriffs have the fucking nerve to write in government paperwork that's going to exist for eternity, where they're going to claim that I can't take care of myself when I have the most VR boxing wins in the fucking world. I have the most VR boxing wins in the fucking world, and the Lee County Sheriff's Office, I should fucking sue them for writing that, bro. I should fucking sue them. I should take them to fucking federal court for fucking having the nerve to write that I can't take care of myself in government paperwork when I have the most VR boxing wins in the motherfucking world. That's fucking comical. That's fucking comical that a fucking mediocre paper pusher that works for the fucking Lee County Sheriff's Department, another one that thinks they're fucking better than everyone because they were in the military too. Another motherfucker that thinks they're better than everyone because they were in the military for a couple of years too, okay? I have the most VR boxing wins in the goddamn world. In the world, and I've held that for creeping up on over half a year now. We're creeping up on almost a whole goddamn year that I've had the most VR boxing wins in the fucking world. So my reign as best at something is longer than most people's reign as the best at something, okay? For the record, not only did I do something that no one else has done, I've continued to do something that no one else has done for almost a goddamn year. And the fucking mediocre paper pusher at the fucking Lee County Sheriff's Office has the fucking nerve to try to tell me that I can't take care of myself. I'm sorry, bud. I don't think being in the Army gives you the credentials to fucking assess that accurately or not. I don't think they've sent you to a fucking class. I don't think the government's paid for some fucking fraudulent class and test that's giving you the ability to fucking determine that by looking at me having people threaten to unalive me on Discord. I don't think you can tell by watching people threaten to unalive me on Discord whether or not I can take care of myself. Mediocre paper pusher at the Lee County Sheriff's Office. I don't think they did anything at the Army that gave you the ability to confidently write that down and have it be fact. There's a lot of things wrong with your ability to think that the tools of a surveillance state and your experience as a mediocre nobody in the Army gives you the ability to assess that about me or anyone. I hate to tell you that, bud. But just let me remind you that I went on to have the most VR boxing wins in the world after your mediocre paper pushing ass that works at the Lee County Sheriff's Office had the nerve to write in fucking government paperwork that you think I can't take care of myself. I hate to tell you it, bud. But after your mediocre nobody ass wrote in fucking government paperwork that's going to exist for eternity that you're so stupid as to think that you can write in a government paperwork, I think this guy can't take care of himself, and then it's fact. Why? Because the Lee County Sheriff's Office sent you to a fucking class. They paid for you to waste my tax money driving out of state or driving upstate, and you took a fucking test proctored by another nobody, and now you think you can fucking write in government paperwork that I can't take care of myself, and that's going to be a true statement. Newsflash, mediocre nobody. I've done something you can't and never will do. So I'm more qualified, in my opinion, to say that you can't take care of yourself than you are to say that I can't take care of myself, and for that to be a true statement. And your fucking badge doesn't make it a true statement. The fact that you wrote it in fucking public record doesn't make it a true statement. It just makes it proof that we live in fucking 1984 doublespeak land. It just makes it proof that we live in a fucking surveillance state where your racist, mediocre, nobody, fucking, non-pale ass thinks that because you were in the Army and because you took a fucking test somewhere that was proctored by a nobody, administered by a fucking corporation, you think you have the ability to assess whether or not I can take care of myself? Don't make me fucking laugh.